Hey everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. It's Emil from Little Boomers Basketball. I have a special guest joining us today, and for the first time ever, he is not from New South Wales. Exciting news. What was your name, good sir?
My name's Greg, and yeah, from Brisbane.
Greg is our first Brisbane franchisee to join the Little Boomers team. By the way, congratulations again, Greg, even though I already have. Now, we welcome Greg to our Boomers family. He's going to be launching in Brisbane in term 2. It's exciting. He's already got a venue ready, and he's a big basketball fan. Now, Greg, before we talk about your journey from how you became a Little Boomers franchisee, tell us a little bit about you. What's a bit of a background? Give us like a 1-minute summary of Greg.
I guess my background come from a big sporting background my whole life. Always been a passion. Been doing the corporate thing for the last few years, and decided needed a change, follow my passion. That was always the goal, follow what I want to do. Basketball is #1 priority, so that's how I came across the franchise. Beautiful.
We're going to come back to that in a bit. So let's rewind the clock a little bit, Greg. When you first contacted me and we spoke on the phone, so Greg saw one of our ads. It appealed to him about owning a Little Boomers franchise. When you called, why did you decide to make that phone call? What is it about the Little Boomers brand that said, you know what, I want to inquire and take that initial step?
Well, when I first saw it, the branding is done really, really well. The whole setup just seems so much better than everyone else that I've seen in the market. So that was my big goal. I love the website. I love the branding. I love the value of which it seemed like the company was looking at. So that was the big appeal.
Beautiful. The brand, 100% on the brand. Something we spend a lot of time on.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so we spoke on the phone, and then we agreed that you were going to come down, make the big travel with your wife, Angelica, and the kids. Oh, not the kids, sorry. Just with your wife to come down and check it all out. And you came and visited our flagship location in Riverwood, right? First time ever seeing a Little Boomers class, first time meeting me in person, first time meeting Mary, our director. What was your initial experience when you and Angelica saw the classes?
I was really impressed how they all ran, how professional it seemed, how the kids were having fun. That was the main thing. I could see the community spirit that it was growing, and that's I wanted to get involved with. So that was a big thing, the professionalism and then the branding. Again, I think is a big difference from that and the other franchises I've seen in kids sports.
For sure. Now, there's a lot of sports programs out there for kids, tons of them. There's soccer, there's basketball, there's tons of them. When you came down with Angelica and saw our class and how we structured our program and our business model, what did you find different from that compared to what's on the market? Because obviously you're a parent yourself, so you know what's on the market. What did you find different about our methodology that really attracted you to it?
And I loved it was organised, which was good. Some other ones I'd been to didn't seem as organised. I liked that there was clear structure, organised, and just how it was getting the kids involved. I think that was the big one, making sure every kid was involved, which I think is really important.
For sure, 100%. And okay, so you came down to Riverwood, you flew down with Angelica, you saw the lovely classes, you were amazed. You then went back to Brisbane. When you went back to Brisbane, what was the discussions like with you and Angelica before we took that next step?
Just positive, yeah. She was like, go for it. She could see how much I enjoyed getting involved, which I did when I came down. And she could see it made me seem a lot happier running around with the kids, doing what I love doing. And we just kind of looked at the numbers, how it can work, and saw the multiple avenues it has for revenue as well, which is also a big appeal. We just definitely wanted to jump in. That was the goal.
Beautiful. And Greg, so you come from a corporate background. You've been working how many years in corporate?
About 15 years.
15 years. So everybody, I got to ask this question. Somebody that's had 15 years of corporate, why did you decide to leave or walk away from corporate to take on this business? What drew you away from corporate and into this business model?
I guess it's following the passion, having more time for my family as well. I think that was a big appeal. My wife's will kind of switched slightly in roles. So it gives me more time to work with my kids, spend more time with my children, as well as just to be my own boss. Not have to answer to a board or anything like that. That was the big appeal. I mean, always going through boards and things.
Board of directors.
It's always a bit of a drama sometimes. If I want to get something done, I can do it myself.
Got to get 10 approvals, got to send an email, got to wait, you got to lag, got to wait, got to send more approval, got to send a follow-up.
Exactly.
My goodness, the board of directors.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really cool. So talk about the flexibility now, because obviously you're taking care of the kids, it's a full-time job. A lot of people find our business model attractive because, funny enough, a lot of our current franchisees are parents with kids themselves. Talk about how the business model is flexible around somebody that is got a family with young kids.
Well, I guess, I can structure the days to work around my kids. So I can still do school drop-offs, school pickups, all that kind of stuff. And just, I can do the work, through the day. I guess is the main thing. I can find the time when I have it to get in and do what I need to do, which is just the follow-ups, the marketing, all of that. And I think that's the huge appeal. Yeah,
and the sense where you got a lot of the day free after school, and eventually when your children turn 4 or 5, the beauty is you can do your after school classes, they can jump in,
exactly.
You're taking care of dad duties, you're taking care of business duties, and you're making sure your kid gets active.
Exactly.
It's a triple win.
It is, win-win.
It's a triple win. Now that's awesome. Okay, Greg, so you like the business model, you loved it, we spoke on the phone, and we got the agreements, we signed the agreements, and then you started your training. All right? You're nearly at the end of your training. Talk to us, how was your initial experience post-agreement when we started the training? How was that? Talk us through as much details, because people don't know what the training involves. Some people say, oh, what do you offer? What if I don't have this? I don't have basketball experience, I don't got business experience, the venue, all that. Talk to us initially when you started your training, how was your experience?
Yeah, I actually found it pretty smooth. So the online training was fantastic. The communication with yourself has always been great. You're always there if I need to give you a call or anything. And yeah, the Boomerversity works really well. Again, cool name.
And by the way, Boomerversity, can you tell everybody when they're hearing Boomerversity, what the hell is that? Can you explain to them what it was?
So that's basically an online training platform, I guess, is the way I'd describe it, where it's going through every aspect of the business, basically from the get-go, the marketing, the classes, all of that goes through everything. So by the end of it, you've got a full understanding, some good quizzes at the end to kind of keep you on your toes. And that's another one you can work through in your own time, which was ideal as well, because obviously being parents, sometimes it's hard to find the time, so I could just do a course whenever I had time to get that done, and that was fantastic. And now I'm down here for the kind of masterclass, which will give me the finishing touches of what I need, the more practical experience.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a second. Back to Boomerversity. So there was do you feel like your training that you received from Boomerversity is teaching you the important pillars that you need to know in this business? Do you feel like all those pillars, from the marketing to how to deliver the classes, how to send proposal letters, do you feel like it helped you understand all those pillars of the business?
It does, 100%, and it's all just set out in black and white. I've got the emails there, I've got everything there, just need to change the details, send it across. I think it's fantastic.
On that topic of emails, we've created all these checklists and these templates to make your job easier. All you had to do was just follow those checklists and follow those templates. Like, for example, you've already created your Facebook and Instagram page, professionally done, just by following a checklist, which was awesome. And talk to us about finding your venue. Now, a lot of people, before they become a franchisee, there are a lot of questions about how do we find the venue? What do I look for? What are the hourly rates? Now, talk to us, because you found a great venue for a great price within a week or two time span of hunting around. Talk us through, what did we provide you, and how did that help you find that venue?
I guess there's the essential checklist, which is fantastic for a venue, what you're looking for, what you need, and there's even the emails to send out, all that step-by-step guides, and basically Victory by Numbers. I just called up everywhere I could till I could find one, which obviously there's a competitive market out there, but in the end, I think I found the perfect venue at a great price, which is just through going through that checklist, seeing what I needed, and just really following up.
It's all there. It's just the work needs to be done. Everything is there for you. You just have to execute the work. And so you found your venue within about, I would say, when I gave you that checklist of this is what to look for in the venue, this is the questions to ask them, this is roughly the hourly rate that you're going to pay. You found it within one or 2 weeks.
Yep.
I know you were a little bit concerned because not many people were coming to the party, but I think after a little bit of hard work and perseverance, within 1 to 2 weeks, you found what we call our home-based venue, your first location that you're going to run your little Boomers classes. You found it within 1 to 2 weeks from following that checklist.
Yeah, which is fantastic. So that was, once you get the first venue, that's the first big relief. And then after that, it's all systems go. Then it's, hunting down the rest of the business.
Home base, we call it the home base venue, your first location where you run your Little Boomers classes. He's got a Saturday, great location in the heart of his area, which is perfect. And it's 2 minutes away from your house, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Man, that's beautiful.
Even better.
That's beautiful.
Like that, perfect.
That's beautiful. So I want to touch on marketing. Okay, so marketing is the biggest thing of any business, right? If your marketing is not good enough, you don't have customers, you don't have leads coming in. At the moment, how do you feel like marketing is in your area? Like there's a lot of, so to build up your area, head office, we do a massive marketing launch. I've been talking to you about the pre-launch. We've been doing our pre-launch advertisements. We've got a Facebook events page. We're going to be doing a special offer for the first 20 parents that enrolls. So talk to us. A lot of people, they ask about marketing. Like how do we get marketing? Like how's it going to, for somebody watching this video, how would you say so far the marketing campaign that we've got set up and the future one set up is to help you get more customers into your area?
I'd say it's really good. I mean, obviously there's the Facebook page and social media, which is how majority of businesses do run marketing nowadays. I'm finding that's very effective. I'm seeing that. I've even had friends see those ads and say, oh, I saw this on my Facebook or this, which is fantastic. So that's definitely, I think I looked, it has like 36,000 views or something in my area already, which is fantastic. As well as, again, the step-by-step guide on how to approach the centres, how to approach daycares, all these stuff to really market the business out there as well is fantastic.
And would you say somebody that has no business experience, right? They haven't really, been involved with business. Would you say how we make it easy, like with checklists and with guides, and this is how you do it, and if they say this is what you do, would you say the step list and the checklist will be able to help somebody own a Little Boomers franchise if they've got no business experience but they've got a passion and a willingness to learn?
I certainly think it is. I'd say it's almost foolproof. I mean, literally, follow the steps. And you'll get there. That's all you need to do. Just follow the steps. It's all explained in the videos, then the documents to back it up. I think it's 100%. Fantastic.
As long as you have a passion on drive, I can't teach you that. There's no checklist or guide that can help you. If you don't have a drive or passion to do it, there's no checklist out there that's gonna produce, or none that I know of at least. Do you know of any, Greg?
No.
Oh, geez. Okay, awesome. So we've covered all this. We've covered marketing. We've covered everything. We're coming up to your launch in term 2. You launch April, when's the first
27th
week?
of April.
April 27th of April on Saturday. Is there a little bit of nervous energy yet, or is it still a bit too far out?
No, it definitely is. Yeah, definitely the build up and trying to, hopefully get in the classes as full as I can and then really working it from there. But I'm feeling really positive about it. Already got inquiries flowing through now.
Beautiful.
Nearly 3 months, 3 months out. So I think it's looking really positive so far.
And talk to us about the local area marketing. So we've got the head office marketing where we're doing a lot of the online advertisements, Facebook, Google, Instagram, SEO, and the franchisee yourself have been doing local area marketing. So talk us through what that involves, like the 7-day shopping centre that's been booked in to really get the word of mouth going in the Brisbane area. What's that looking like for you now?
Yeah, so now it's about, so I booked in kind of in the local centres around my area. It's getting out there with the stand again, all the equipment's provided. So we can get out there, set up a nice stand and really drum up the business that way as well, which I think is important as well. Even have Buddy Boomer in the suit as well, which draws attention.
Betty Boomer.
Betty Boomer,
the female counterpart. That's nice. And Greg, equipment-wise, you've received your marketing pack. You've got all of your materials with your name and with your number professionally done. Talk to us about that. What equipment do you have now to help you get some materials out?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've also got all the flyers and everything like that, which is detailing the classes and what we offer, as well as I guess the A-frames, the pull-ups.
Pull-up banners.
The
A-frame, pull-up banners, tablecloth.
The cards, all of that.
Business
so basically
cards.
Everything you have to set up a stand and really just get your name and brand out there, which is the key. And obviously it's a nice looking brand, so that's what it's getting it out there.
Beautiful. Greg received his marketing package. It includes his flyers, posters, his A-frame, his pull-up banner, tablecloth, the Little Boomers business cards, everything with his custom email and his name to it, which is lovely. Nice professional marketing material, so that you don't have to do any editing, you don't have to go do any Photoshop editing. It's all done for you, which is awesome. So Greg, we got our launch starting, which is exciting. Talk us through that pre-launch checklist. We've got a pre-launch checklist to really get an exciting first week of classes for all the parents. what's the pre-launch checklist all about?
Yeah, so that's really about creating an experience, especially at the start of the classes, which is really important, which is going through even what kind of stuff extra you can get to really have that wow factor, I guess, which is having basketball balloons and all of that, really creating a carnival kind of atmosphere, which I think is important because your first impressions really matter. And I think that's really good. But the checklist, again, goes through everything that we need to do that to ensure that the customers have that wow experience,
100%.
which I think is key. Every business you want to start with a boom, and I think if you follow that list, you'll get it through.
Start with the boom, I like that. And it is right, you are right, you're bang on the money, Greg. It's about creating a wow experience on the first week of our classes. Guys, Greg, Greg's a perfect candidate from my end, being a franchisor. We're looking for people that have got a passion. Greg's got a real big passion. He plays basketball at his social comp once a week. He's been active all his life. He's been around sports, and he wanted to make his reason and his number one driver of why he partnered with Little Boomers Basketball was he wants to make a difference into the community. That was his primary driver. He wanted to do something he loved. He didn't want to do it alone. He wanted to join forces, but he wanted to do something he loved and build a passion around his business, and that is exactly what we're looking for. The money's good, don't get me wrong, money's great, but if you've got a higher drive like Greg does, where he actually has a passion and he's got a sense of fulfillment doing what he likes, then that's going to be able to sustain. He's going to be able to sustain the hard times a lot more easier if it's just I want to get into it purely for the profit. So, Greg, I commend you and I wish you all the best on your journey. Now, final words, Greg. I always end these interviews. Let's picture somebody that's watching this video right now. They're you 6 months ago or 3 months ago. They saw the ad, but they haven't taken action. You obviously took action. They're you 6 months ago. They've seen the ad. They haven't taken any action. They're similar. They're in the same boat as you. They've got a passion, but they're just a bit worried. Fear. They don't want to take that next step. Whether it's because fear of failure, the risk. They don't want to own their own business. They want to, but they're worried or concerned. For somebody in that position, what words of advice could you say to them?
I might say if you're ready for the change, I think it's a great idea. It's well branded. It's a good concept. Plenty of training, and I think if it's your passion, I'd follow it. I mean, that's to me the key is doing something that you love, and I can see this is something that I do love. Love seeing kids grow and develop into just better humans, which is what it's kind of all about. And I think sport's a great outlet for that. And if that's your passion, this gives you all the tools in order to succeed if you have the drive. And
that's a really well said answer, Greg. And why would this person that's interested, why would you say it's better for them or in their best interest to join someone that's established like Little Boomers rather than, I'm going to start my own thing? Because
it gives you a blueprint to success, I guess, which I think is the key, especially if you're going into something totally new. So myself, haven't gone into this type of business before, so it gives me a blueprint to follow, as well as all the classes and the courses and all of that in order to implement that. So I think it's fantastic, and just to have that extra support, which is key for anyone. It's always good if you're starting a business to know that you have some support there. You're still your own boss, but to know that you can have someone to get more questions and different views, as well as just even the community within Little Boomers. So there's other franchisees, which there's a group where you can ask questions in there as well, which I think is really important. It seems like everyone works together, which is the key. We're all about the one goal.
And you're not alone. You're not alone. Like if you were to start your own business and you don't know if you're heading in the right direction, or you want to ask somebody for advice, that support I think is probably one of the most important differentiators between starting your own versus joining an established brand like Little Boomers Basketball. Greg, I won't take up any of your time. Greg's about to head to a daycare centre. Actually, I want to touch on one more thing, the masterclass training, Greg.
Yeah.
You said before, it's the final touches of we call it our full court masterclass training, which is the final touches before Greg starts his first term of operation. What's happening in give us a summary of what that 5-day masterclass training involves.
Yeah, so we've got a 5-day kind of intensive training, which is just going through most of the classes that I'll be looking at running, a checklist to really get that all set up so that you feel confident in delivering this as well as I know even once this is done, there's the extra support of Emil will come down and help with the launch as well to ensure that we're getting off
be there.
and it's doing it right as well. So I think it's all yeah, I think it'll be really, really good.
Yeah,
really
for sure.
intense 5 days.
It's going to be a good 5 days. The whole purpose of that masterclass training is to make sure Greg really gets that hands-on coaching experience, that hands-on practical experiences, because the theory, Boomerversity is great, but that was theory-based. Now Greg is having an opportunity in the next 5 days to really get practical training at our flagship location in Riverwood. And by the end of that 5 days, he's going to be able to see all the different programs, how we deliver, how we interact with our parents, and he'll be ready to go launching in Brisbane what we started in Riverwood in 2018, bringing it down to the lovely families in Brisbane. Greg, with that being said, thank you so much for joining us today. We wish you all the best. We, on behalf of myself, everybody watching this video, Mary, our franchisees, our coaches, we wish Greg nothing but success in his launch in term 2. Welcome to the Boomers family, and congratulations again, Greg.
Thanks.
Adios.